Hey, what's going on? All my chat room dogs out there, it's your boy the Dean. I just want to say thank you for all you guys who have liked, subscribed, and hit the notification button. And we have a real interesting one for you today that we got to break down. But first, let's get it. All right, so dating can be interesting when you're an interesting person. But when you're not interesting and you don't know how to intoxicate the woman, you'll use more I do's of liquor and things like that to get the woman a little tipsy so everything can kind of be blurred out. But this is a pretty interesting one. And let's go ahead and play this and we'll break it down. So, guys, please get your crayons out and write this down and soak up this information because this should be able to help you a little bit and why game is so important, especially when it comes to the way you communicate with women. So here we
It
go.
seems like we aren't having too much chemistry on this date. So I bought you like 2 glasses of wine.
So he's saying, well, let's play the whole thing. I'm sorry. Here we go.
Let's split the check, you know? Let's split the check. If we do have another date, I'll cover you, or if I'm actually dating you, I'll cover the bill and everything like that. But I mean, if you want to come hang out at the crib, like we can just watch some fucking, we can play like Super Smash Bros or something, and I'll cover it completely. Yeah.
We can split it. It's all good. We'll split it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this is bad. So the first layer game that I want you guys to listen to is to learn the skill of actually listening. And if you hear the guy talk, if you're actually a student of game, you'll understand that this guy is not an interesting person, quite boring, bland, and not really exciting. If and again, these are the layers of game that is very important for one to understand. Where am I at in this whole thing? What am I seen as? And this is so important. So let's break this down bit by bit. So let's start it all over. Here we
It
go.
seems like we aren't having too much chemistry.
All right. So let's talk about chemistry 101. What most people try to do who don't understand game is they will try to create a false chemistry with somebody when the chemistry is not actually for you and the woman. And I'm working on something for y'all guys, but we'll get to that later, or not later, but when we go live, whatever. We'll talk about that. But anyway, so what game teaches you is to have the chemistry with yourself. See, the confidence and the structure of a man doesn't start from being defined by the woman. So the chemistry that the lack of chemistry in the video that you see is an individual that just doesn't have chemistry with itself. So when one doesn't know himself, he's going to be actually boring. So the probably with this date was pretty boring, where he had to keep offering drinks, but it built up to a frustration of then leading her. Now, where I will give him some credit is that he led her, but it was a little too late. But where he tried to lead her was to the bedroom and not intoxicate her off of his words, his mindset, and how he moves. Gentlemen, I want a woman to get high and drunk off of me and who I am. This is why we say the drug lab. But what you can see right here is an individual that doesn't actually believe in himself. So he's realizing that she's not interesting, probably giving one word answers and things like that. But let's continue to what he's saying.
On this date. So I bought you like 2 glasses of wine. Let's split the check, you know?
Okay. So I always believe that if you ask a woman to go out with you, well, it should be accompany you, that you should pay for everything. You shouldn't get mad and upset and then say, let's split the check. So, okay, I'll give you an example because, I'm always about, lake spread your ass cheeks, feeding the ducks, or going for coffee or ice cream or something like that, something light. One of the main reasons I do that is because of my gambling addiction I have for myself. I gamble on me. I bet on me. So I don't look at it as spending money on a date, more or less an investment. I like to invest my time and my money into somebody to get a return actually on my investment. So you cannot go into this thing thinking that 2 glasses of wine is going to get you sex. Or you can go in and saying that, well, just because I fed her, she should like me. It doesn't work that way. Once you become one mind, one thought, one way to connect more, like I said, I got something new for y'all coming up real soon. But once we begin to work on that process, it is really where you tap into your mindset to guide the woman, where she becomes more intoxicated off of your words, intoxicated how you move, and just drawn into why you are different from everybody else. But you can see right here, this guy is pretty upset, and because he's upset, he wants half his money. And that's not really cool because you actually asked her out. She didn't beg or bother you. It was like you were bugging her. Let's go out, thinking that we can sit in front of each other, talk about nothing, drink some wine, and then you're supposed to be turned on by me.
You know, let's split the check. If we do have another date, I'll cover you, or if I'm actually dating you, I'll cover.
See, you don't want to talk this way. I'll cover you when we start dating. And man, I don't want you to cover a woman. I really believe that once you guys actually start learning game and believe in yourself, I promise you, women are gonna take you out. Women are gonna buy you things. Women are gonna cook for you. I mean, your world is drastically going to change because right now, your belief and your limited belief, you believe that it's always the man putting out. But when a woman is actually into you, when she's actually connected to you, she is going to spend money on you. So that's part of the return on the investment. Once a woman realizes that you're a good investment, meaning that you know what you're doing, you're exciting, you're sexually exciting, and you have sexual experience, the investment means that I don't mind buying them things because the orgasms I'm going to get, the mental orgasms, the roller coaster rides I'm going to get is worth me spending that money on them. So this is not a good thing. Never try to barter after a bad date. It just looks really bad on you.
The bill and everything like that. But I mean, if you want to come hang out at the crib, like we can just watch some fucking, we can play like Super Smash Bros or something.
Some Smash Bros or something. So you're not even being honest about what you want to do. Now, again, I'm not one to tell y'all to fuck, but that's what he's saying. He's saying let's smash. He doesn't mean smash brothers. He means like let's smash. So I there's a problem here. It's like what benefit, and this is no knock on you guys, what benefit is it to her to go to your place when you can't even turn her on with her clothes on? See, game is all about, listen, if you can turn her on with your clothes on, with her clothes on, then imagine what it would be like with her clothes off. So if she's not turned on with her clothes on, that means that she's not interested whatsoever. So if she's not interested, why would she go back to your place when she's not even wet here with her clothes on? So this is why, just like she says, okay.
And I'll cover it completely. Yeah.
We can split it. It's all good. We'll split it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't mind splitting it because in her mind, she's like, cool, See, and it's no knock on you guys. I just want y'all guys to realize when I'm talking to you and helping you with the game, most people see it from the wrong perspective as this is such a bad date. It's not necessarily a bad date. It's just an individual who doesn't know himself well enough to allow that woman to become more intoxicated in his words and who he is. So this is why game is so important, gentlemen. And this is why we always tell you guys at the end of the day, it's not about what you are, money, clothes, stats, and all that stuff. It's about how you represent yourself to yourself first. Because the more you represent yourself to yourself at the end of the day, the more attractive a woman will be to you. And this is why at the end, they're going to actually split the check. But this is just a bad day for her. And this guy's going to go back to the drawing board to repeat the same cycle because he has no game. I'm Nadine. Focus your boy.